There we go. Now it's counting down. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back again to another exciting episode of One on One Talk. It's your boy. That's me, your host, Pico the City Brown. I want you guys to do me a favor before we start. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification button on YouTube. That's Pico the City Brown One on One Talk PTSD on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that I forgot the button what you call it already. The notification button on YouTube. You can also follow me on TikTok and also Instagram. Instagram is Pico City 38 or Pico Brown 38, something like that. Hit that follow button. TikTok is Pico City. Hit the follow button on TikTok. Follow me on that one as well. Before I start, I always like to give shots out. I like to thank everybody that watches my show, everybody that supports my show, and I want to thank the star givers. I appreciate you guys. Um, feel free to also feel free to hit that like button on my. No, actually, don't feel free. Hit the like button on the podcast. It looks good for business. And don't forget to, when you want, if you can share, please share it with your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your baby mama. I don't care who you share it with. Just feel free to share my content. That's fine with me. Now back to what I was saying. Yeah, and the camera's still going, so that's a good thing. Back to what I was saying. Today is gonna be part two about toxic relationships because something just happened again, and we, like I was saying earlier, we just talked about this. Was it a month ago or probably two? Probably, I think it was probably a month ago. If not, it's going on a month. We talked about when you're in toxic relationships and it's not working out, you just leave. It's nothing good is going to come out of a toxic relationship. If you stand it long enough, it's going to be a bad thing. So, by that being said, something just took place, and it pretty much it's everywhere. I didn't see it. Well, I saw the video, but the first time I saw the video, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just people on there arguing and whatever. So I just went through it. So somebody sent me the video and told me this would make a good show. So that's why I named it Toxic Relationships Part 2. Okay, so we all know what happened. Well, if we don't know, this is what's going on in Mississippi. A woman and her husband got into it. Got into an argument. Well, there wasn't an argument. They got into it. I'll just say they had some problems. She had problems with him. If you look at the video, now, if you look at the video, it's like he is trying to stay away from the problem. I mean, I don't know if he's toxic or she or they're toxic together. I don't know because we don't know what's going on in that life, but we know what we saw on the video. Now, you can hear him in the videos, pushing her away. Why are you hitting on me? Stop hitting me. And you can tell from the video, the sound you can hear in the video, you know she's hitting him. I don't know what she's hitting the man. I don't know if she's punching him in the face, but she's hitting him. He's like, stop, leave me alone. I'm just trying to get up out of here. She wouldn't let him go. That's rule number one for a toxic relationship. If you're arguing with somebody and you arguing and they trying to get your point across, you're getting trying to get your point across, and you just be like, this goes for man and woman, and you just like, you know what, I'm out of here, and they don't want to let you go. That's sign number one of a toxic relationship because they want you to stay to escalate things. So it goes on. A lot of people say the mother was instigating. Well, from what I heard, I'm going to say she didn't. She pretty much was telling them they need to stop and get it together because y'all need to raise. Long story short, y'all need to raise these kids together. Okay, can you hear me now, Marcus? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. That was old. I'm sorry, but yeah, the mother wasn't. I don't think me personally. I don't think she was instigating at all. So I don't think she tried to break it up either. But when you at a certain age, you're a mother or a grandmother. You ain't trying to break up no fights. You just say, speak your piece, and you just going about your day. But the young lady in the video that was hitting her husband, you can hear her in the background saying, I'll kill you, and it's gonna be I'm gonna unalive you. There's gonna be a unaliving event going on, and she puts the phone down. You can hear them struggling. I don't know if he grabbed her to restrain her. The next thing you know, pop, gun goes off. So guess what? This brother's not here anymore. Although we can say, well, you know what? She didn't mean to do it, and she probably didn't mean to do it. But if I have a weapon in my hand and I pointed at you, my intent is to either scare the crap out of you or get rid of you, unalive you. So that's what she did. And I think she did it in front of the children. So now these kids got to grow up without a father, knowing that their mother unalived their father. Now this time, the shoe is on the other foot because we usually hear things like the men do stuff like this, which they do. I'm not taking nothing from nobody because ignorance is ignorance. You ain't got to be a brother or a sister. You ain't got to be black. It happens. It happens in any race. It just happens. Period. But I can't stress this. I can't stress this enough. I don't. I don't probe into anybody's business. I mean, if that's what you want to do, by all means, knock yourself out. But please heed my words and take my advice. Stay away from toxic energy people. They show us every day how things can result and turn out. Just so happened, this got caught live. Now look at all the stuff that go on and it's not captured on social media, and we find out later what happened. This is what abusive relationships turn into, whether we like it or not, because when we get in these relationships, no matter how fine she is, no matter how handsome he is, if these guys are known to have toxic traits in their relationships, do you think they're going to stop doing it just because they're talking to you? No, it'll never work like that. So we have to, when it comes to relationships, we have to do like the people in the apartments do. You have to start screening people because you don't know. You just don't know. So please, that goes for anybody that's hearing this podcast, or if they hear it next week or next month or next year. I don't care when they listen to it. Just the fact that stay away from these people because they don't change. They will never change. I've seen I saw a video on YouTube. This guy, this is another one, but see this time it was reversed because it was a guy they did it. And they were outside. Him and his girlfriend, or I think it's his girlfriend, they had an argument. And it was like they was in an alley or a half street, and the kids was out there. I think he had 3 kids by her, or 4, or something like that. I can't remember. But he pulled the gun out and shot her 14 times. Shot her a few times, walked away, came back, shot her up some more. It's just the grace of God that she made it. She got up and got in this woman's car, and I think she drove to the hospital. She made it because she did an interview about it. And guess why he shot her? Because she wanted to go. She didn't want to be with him anymore because he already probably was having toxic traits about this anyway, but he actually fulfilled it. It's just the grace of God that she's still here. Imagine getting shot 14 times. Imagine getting shot 2 times. You don't, when situations like that occur and all you hear is the power of a gun, and you can, well, I don't think you can feel them. I don't know, but because I didn't feel mine, but you know you got shot. You looking down, there's a puddle of blood. The first thing that comes to your mind is you don't know if you're gonna stand this boy or go. But people put themselves in these situations for reasons unknown because we think that's love. We think he or she care about me. And I heard a lot of women say, if he don't put his hands on me, he don't care about me. Or I hear a lot of men say, if she don't pick an argument with me, she don't care about me. So it's pretty much time for all of us to live a sucker-free life. And when you leave, you don't have to take all your stuff. If you have to leave naked, you know what? It sounds funny, but you're right. You're right. You ain't got to be, I'm finna leave, let me get my stuff. That's just adding more fuel to the fire. You saying that I'm finna get my stuff, then he like, you ain't finna get nothing. I bought this stuff, and they go to fight. And you might come out of it alive. You might come out of it unalive. You don't know. We don't know. So, toxic traits ain't always about somebody finna unalive you. Somebody can beat you till you unalive. Somebody can lie on you and have people to jump on you, or just do stupid things to you because people love to see stuff like that. These are what you call toxic traits in a relationship. If they're big toxic, eventually they're going to, I mean, if they're small toxic, they're going to turn to big toxic. That's just how it goes. Yeah, cuz what's going on, man? It is petty, bro. It's very petty. It's sad. So when I saw the video of the first one, he shot her 14 times and shot her, bam, 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 walked away, came back and shot her up some more. It's just the grace of God. He didn't hit her in the head or or an important vital organ in her body. But she lived to tell a story. The brother that just got unalived in Mississippi from his wife, he didn't live to tell a story. And it's sad it's gotta be like that. What was that, Marcus? The one reason I try to mentor young men to protect themselves out there. Facts, bro. Not to use I'm sorry, not the use of arms, but to remove yourself from the weapon from women that have this masculine energy. Women with masculine energy is straight toxic. You can't say that enough times. And this, once again, this isn't a stab at women, but women, y'all need to really stop trying to be masculine. You can't. I repeat this. I don't care if you're a professional boxer. You can't be. If a man comes up to you full cock and big as you are, and you know this guy is serious with them hands, don't try to fight that man because your punch won't affect him, but his punch will affect you. I don't care what nobody told you. You don't stand up to no man. That's. And guess what? Newsflash. Do you see men going outside in the jungle standing up to lions? No, because it's common sense. Yes, I'm smarter than a lion is, but he's way more powerful than I am. He can take if a lion jumps on me, he can take my punch, but I can't take that punch when he pop me with that damn paw. So think before the next time you want to jump in a guy's face. And ladies, stop egging these guys on to try to beat y'all up just to get publicity and money and families of fame on live, and then turn around and say, well, he hit me. You egged him on to do that, which is wrong. You shouldn't be provoked that much to hit anybody, but you got to realize the world we living in, man. We really have to realize the world we living in, it ain't safe no more like that. Y'all need to stop doing that. What was that, Glover? We living in time. There we go. Wants to see that I just said that, man. It happened to someone else. Yes, it is, man. How can you stand around and have your phone out and somebody getting the crap beat out of them? A friend of mine sent me something about this woman. I don't know if it was Chicago. She got raped on the train. I don't know if it was Chicago, so I can't say the red line. She got raped on the train, and people pulled their phones out and recorded it. What is the world coming to? What is the world coming to? But this is what happened when people are lovers of themselves. Didn't the Lord say this stuff was going to happen? And it's right here in your face. So now she's got to go to jail now. She's got to go to court. She got to go through all of the bells and whistles. She's got to go. There's a good chance she may never see her kids again. Because guess what? She did this to herself, because when the wrong words go in the right ear, you'll do anything. She was already on 10 from the text messages and stuff. So when she get to court, it ain't gonna be no it was self-defense. The thing she was saying on live, I will unalive you, or it's gonna be a unalive event up in this boy. Set the phone down, you heard him tussle, next thing you know, bam, he did. I think the mama ran out the house, and you can hear her saying, I think she was saying, I didn't mean to shoot him. It's too late. He's already gone. He can't get up and say, man, you know what, girl? Whoo, I'm back. No, he's gone. All because of stupidity. All because of toxic traits. This brother's gone. He had kids just like any other black man. And if the shoe was on the other foot and it would have happened to a woman, I would have been saying the same thing. Brothers don't get justice either. But I brought this out because I wanted to say this, because toxic relationships comes in all shapes and sizes. It ain't always about toxic men. Now it's about toxic women. Look at it. Now guess what? We're neck and neck now. Because back in the days, that's all you heard. He this, he that, he this, he that, he did this, he did this, he did. Now look at the track with Metal Sisters. Same thing. You don't you don't never have to prove a point to the fact, but you have to take somebody away from here. That's too much of a point to be proven. But just like my nephew used to tell me, everybody's tough and bad until they get in front of that judge, and they still tough until the judge say how many years you got and hit that mallet. Then you water. Then you want to cry. Oh my God, I'm sorry. No, you know what you did. You know what you did. We can't say self-defense because it wasn't self-defense. It was him pleading for her to stop hitting him. If you watch the video, you can pull it up on YouTube. If you can find the video, I think it's pretty much hard to find now. But yeah, she took his life. She unalived him. He's gone now. And the good thing about it is, in situations like this, you will hear women jumping on her side saying, well, you don't know what happened. No, women are pretty much women are pretty much pissed about this too. Because if you don't hear or see it, anybody can say anything. But we saw him. He was clearly saying it. I don't want to do this. I'm just trying to get up out of here. Correction, he should have left. He should have just left all the stuff and just gone. He probably would have lived another day. But he just wanted to go. She didn't want him to go because that's what toxic people do. We see it in movies and everything. When the girl come over to the house and the guy try to have his way with her, she trying to walk out the door, he runs, push it down and lock. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm in control of the situation. You are not in control, I am. So these are the results we get when we deal with toxic energy inside of relationships. I'll just sweeten the pot a bit. It ain't even got to be a relationship. It can be friends. It can be family. It can be anything. But this is the stuff that we love to be around. Toxic energy is real, people. It's just as real as the sun come up. No, you can't see it, see it, but the word, you actually can see that, you know what I mean, like the word talk, but you can see it through people. People are toxic whether we like it or not. That masculine energy, it kicks in when women have this masculine energy that I can do this and blah blah blah, and they will push you. Believe me, I know I'm a guy just like everybody else. Women will push you to do some pretty crazy things, but that's when the sense kick in. You don't sit there and argue with a woman over stupid stuff. You leave. Just, you know what, sweetie? I ain't got time for this because I don't know how this is gonna work out. I don't know how this is gonna end. I'm out of here. Because she may say something that'll get you on level 10 and you may try to knock her out. But you can't do that. Walk away. And Marcus, I command you for that, man. You gotta talk to these young brothers, even if they don't want to hear it. At least you told them, bro. You know what? Stay away from that energy. You got a lot of good. I can't stress this enough, people. Whether we like it or not, I know there's a big war going on between black men and black women right about now. But guess what? Out of all of that, you still got a lot of good women in this world, just like you got a hell of a lot of good men in this world. Show your kids the right way to go. Your kids bring these no good brothers, your daughters bring these no good dudes to their house. You know these guys ain't nothing. You know they ain't nothing. No, he ain't coming back in my house no more. As a matter of fact, I don't even want you seeing him. But no, these new age parents, they go right along with it. They smoke weed with the kids. Come on, man. How would I look meeting one of my daughters or my son's girlfriend or boyfriend, and he come over and I'm like, man, let me get some of that weed, and I'm out here smoking? That's so disrespectful. I don't care what nobody say. To me, it's disrespectful. Now, you and your household, hey, by all means, do what you want to do. But I'm just saying, to me, it is. Can be serious damage to his reputation. Yes, you know what? Bro, look, man, I'm glad you said that. What's the brother name that just was in Creed too? I can't. It was a Josh. What is his name? Somebody please tell me out what his name. can't remember his name, but the upcoming brother. He just did Ant-Man. He did Creed 3. He did the Cowboy movie with Idris Elba and Regina King. I forgot the brother's name. It's a good brother. I mean, I ain't gonna say a good brother 'cause I don't know him, but he's a good actor. Look what happened. Not Johnny Depp, the black guy. They say he beat up his girlfriend. The black guy with the he was in Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan. I can't remember his name. Not Johnny Depp, but yeah, I get what you said about Johnny Depp. Look at Johnny Depp. It just happened to him, and guess what? Johnny Depp's a white dude. So toxic don't come just in black colors. Jonathan Majors. Thank you, Mr. Rowe. That's his name, Jonathan Majors. Look what happened to him. When it came out, everybody was against him. They snatched his boy stuff away from him. They snatched his endorsement. They probably snatched a couple of movie roles from him. Because guess what? When it hit, everybody believed it. Oh, they were like, oh man, not him. He out here beating up women and blah, blah, and the other. Now it's all coming to surface. It was her that did the false accusations. The false allegations toward him. Be careful out here, man. And guess what? I'm talking to the brothers that's got basic jobs. If they can do this to millionaires and billionaires, imagine what they can do to us. That's why I look at Johnny Depp and the Amber Heard. When the case was going on, I looked at it, and I can respect the case, and I can respect him for what he went through because hey, he had to learn too. She tried to rip him a new one. Lies, 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 lies. They had actual audio recordings of her doing crazy stuff, but sometimes in court that's not good enough. But hey, guess what? He beat the charges. Now this is Johnny Depp. Jack Sparrow, Sleepy Hollow, 21 Jump Street, Nightmare on Elm Street, his first movie. The man's well known. He's internationally known. One woman. All it takes is one bad seed. She tried to take him for pretty much everything. He beat it. Now let's hope Jonathan Majors, he can beat it too. Because hey, I'm rooting for the brother. I'm rooting for any brother or any guy that's going through crap and they didn't do it. Heck, I'll even root for women that go through crap and didn't even do it. Because wrong is wrong no matter how we look at it. Wrong is wrong. You know how many people sitting in jail for years and didn't even do nothing because somebody had an assumption that they did it? This is the real world, people. We got to wake up. I wouldn't be on these podcasts talking the way I talk if I didn't believe that the world was screwed up. Or if I didn't believe that there's hope for black people if we get it together and get one with the Creator. I wouldn't be doing this. So, back to what I was saying. Hey, guess what? Toxic traits are real, man. Toxicity is real. It's the actual living, breathing thing now. So, hey man, good. Guess what? You guys draw your own conclusion. I don't know. I'm just a guy that report things and like to say things and get things off my chest sometimes. But please, I can't stress this enough. Brothers and sisters. I'm not just talking about the brothers, I'm talking about both species, male and female. Stay away from toxic people. If you're in a toxic relationship, pray to the Lord and get up out of that boy because you might not make it to see the next day. Because anger is a son of a gun. I'm telling you now, anger is crazy. When you get mad, you don't know what you'll do. You don't. Nephew, what's good, man? How you doing, Tone? So, it is what it is, man. It pretty much is what it is. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. It is what it is. These toxic relationships, and we all know, yeah, keep your hands to yourself, man. It's not even that important. She can say what she want to say. He can say what he want to say. But they get you to the point where you just can't take it no more. And you bow, or she bow, throw something at you. Or y'all out there squabbling like Tom and Jerry. It don't make sense. It don't make sense, man. I love you too, nephew. Appreciate you, man. It just don't make sense. Keep your hands to yourself. Learn how to do two things. 2 words, 1 syllable. Walk away. All right, man. I ain't got time to hear this. I'm out of here. Because you keep staying. One day they gonna take your good energy and turn it bad. Now both of y'all probably go get locked up, or both of y'all might end up unaliving each other. I'm just saying, man, we be surprised of the stuff that's going on in this world that ain't even made it to the news. People are evil. We people are actually evil. I mean, like evil, evil, evil. They do some evil things in this boy now. So we just got to be careful of the things we do. Stay away from these toxic relationships. Stay away from these toxic friendships. And if your family's toxic, cut them off too. Yes, I said it. Cut them off because there's no good that can come out of this. It's not. You're a good person, but your boyfriend's toxic. You're a good person, but your girlfriend's toxic. What the heck you think that's going to get to? It ain't going nowhere because evil is always going to overtake good in that situation. It is. So if you're a good person, you shouldn't even want to be around a toxic person. And that's with anything. Just like Marcus, I'm sorry, I call him Brother Marcus. That's my brother now. Just like Brother Marcus just said, man, he's showing these brothers the way to go. My nephew, he's right here. Antonio Brown, hey, nephew, we was like brothers. We all grew up together. We had fun. But guess what? I'm a grown man now. He's a grown man now. I got kids. He got kids. But guess what he do? And I'm not saying this to toot his horn. I'm not saying this to like no. Our family ain't no better than nobody else's, man. He's showing these brothers the way to go now. Because if you look at it, the world is cold, people. The world is ice cold now. And believe me, look, I'm just gonna be honest. I know my nephew. My nephew wasn't always what he used to be. I'm not gonna get into his business or nothing, but guess what? Somebody flipped the light switch on in his head. Somebody flipped the light switch on in my head. Just like somebody flipped the light switch on in Marcus' head. And my cousin up here, Glover. Dude, time is running out. If you don't see it, you just don't want to see it. It's nothing but pure evil out here. This is like Michael Myers evil. But we want to take stuff for granted. No, talk to these brothers. The women the women in the world, talk to these women. I don't care if you got a toxic mama. Try to calm her butt down too. If she come to you talking about this man, my mom, you know what? That was with you. No offense, that was with you, but I'm gonna try to go at it the right way. Don't let nobody take your life away from you. Your happiness. No, because people can talk you down. You could be on cloud nine and somebody come blah 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 blah. Remember the phrase? Loose lips sink ships. Blah 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 blah. And then you feeling just as down as they are. Now you coming home to your guy giving him problems, or you coming home to your girl giving her problems because somebody said something that triggered you off. Leave them people alone. You can't stop it. Toxic is like a virus. You can't stop it. You have to let it run its course. That's why you can't stop a cold. Cold leaves when it's time for a cold to leave. You can't stop it. Let them go. Cut them off, because believe me, when I say this, people, they will bring you down. I've been around here long enough, and I know some of y'all been around long enough, and by you not being a toxic person, you hanging around toxic people, you stand in your head like, man, these people crazy. What the hell, man? There's some things I just can't do. And that's not just for the brothers, it's for the sisters too. Leave these toxic women alone because they're trouble. Toxic women will get you unalive. And brothers, stop chasing these women that ain't worth being chased. I'm telling you, look, listen to me when I say this. Listen to me when I say this. Stop chasing them. They're not worth a damn. They're not even worth the flesh they're printed on. They're not. Stop chasing these women, because guess what? You're only going, you know what you're going to do? You're going to tire yourself out. Same thing with the women. Stop trying to go for these idiots. Yes, I like that. I like that, nephew. Toxic waste. There you go. Toxic freaking waste. Stop chasing these guys that ain't own nothing. These guys today don't even know nothing. They don't even know how to do anything. They don't know nothing about the Lord. Nothing. Tell me something about God. Listen to what I'm saying now. Tell me something about God. Well, he died for our sins. No, dummy, that was Jesus. Let it go. Same thing with the women. Tell me something about God. Mary had a baby. No, that was Jesus. Mary had Jesus. Just stupid. They don't know anything. And I'm not calling them stupid to make fun of them, but life is too short, man. Either you're going to get it right or you're going to leave this world a fool. That's just how it goes. We all been down that trait. of being in toxic relationships. Hell, some of us were toxic. I'm not, just like I said, I'm no better than nobody else, but you learn, you build, you create a new you because the things you used to do, as my nephew said in one of his podcasts, and I'm glad he's on here, the stuff you did in the world, I'm talking about just say the stuff you did when you was toxic, it's still there waiting on you, man. If you change your life, it's still there waiting on you. Sometimes they picture on the show like, remember me? And you may be like, oh man, I remember that, but you can't go back to that because once you go back, it just is a harder chance for you to come up out of it now. So we just got to stay away from these people. I feel sorry for the brother, and my prayers and my thoughts and my prayers and my condolences go out to his kids, but he's gone by her. She unalived him on Facebook. Only thing was wrong. Only, well, I'm gonna say was wrong. Only thing that they didn't show was the actual thing that happened. But you can hear the gun going off in the background. You can hear the mother and the daughter going crazy. You can hear the children screaming. Yeah, she unalived him. He's gone. He don't come back. He's gone because of her toxicity. And if we can learn anything from that, stay away from people like that. Heck, you know what? I'm not even saying he wasn't toxic. He probably was. We don't know. But guess what? We saw what she did. That's around the world now, what she did. So how do you think people are gonna look at her? She can say that all she wants, like, oh, he this and that, and we don't know that. But we know what you is, sweetie. But that brother's gone now. It is what it is. We gotta start screening people. Like I said, we have to pick better the people that we want to spend the rest of our lives with. You don't be so quick to marry these guys that ain't on nothing. Don't be so quick to jump and marry these women that ain't on nothing. Because when you own nothing, when you're a fool, when you're toxic, like I said earlier, it's no limit to it. People toxic come in all shapes and sizes, like I said before. So this is the stuff we need to watch out for, people. And just as sure as my name is Pico, something else is going to happen because people take life for granted now. It's so easy to get under people's skin. It's ridiculous. The slightest thing can set somebody off. You can be walking down the street and bump into somebody or step on somebody's shoes. They will blow the coop and probably blow you up and everybody else. But that's the world we live in, man. I don't know what just happened. Oh, so I like that, man. Toxic ways. I mean, all of us been there. We all had toxic boyfriends and girlfriends. We know that. I know in my day I had a whole bunch of them, and probably in y'all day y'all probably had some too. Marcus said he would like to look, he would like to leave a link for everyone to watch if it's okay. Yeah, Marcus, by all means, please do, man. Or if the people share it, other young adults is a podcast for Pearly Things on YouTube, and I like Pearly Things. Yeah, Marcus, by all means, you can share it, man. Please, but that's going to do it for today. You already know who it is. It's your boy Pico the City Brown. Like I already said, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel free to run over there, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button. That's Pico City Brown 101 Talk PTSD. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram is Pico38, Pico City 38. TikTok is at Pico City. At Pico City. Hit that follow button on TikTok, Instagram, and hit me up on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification. Yeah, there you go. There you go, nephew. You got to rebuke them devils because toxic traits. I know I said it was overweight, but he just gave me a good point. Toxic traits are nothing but signs of Satan, man. They're nothing but that's demonic entities, whether we like it or not. Because the Lord people, they don't work like that. God is going to keep you, and He's going to make you steadfast. What He's doing, He's taking your worldly possessions. What I mean possessions is the things we like in the world. He don't want that in us. Because the world is full of sin any freaking way, whether we like it or not. So get right with God. Pray more. Because the only being that can deliver you from toxic traits is the Lord. Man can't do it. Shrinks can't do it. Talk show hosts, they can't do it. They can't. Man don't have power to lift out demonic entities, people. And if he do, and if he's a real prophet or a preacher about it or a healer, it's not him that's doing it. It's the Father that's working through him to do it. So wake up. Don't ever believe that. I know we got a lot of televangelists on TV and prophets and prophetess on TV. They ain't got no power to do nothing. No, they never did. So let's get it together, man. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that follow. Follow. Oh my God, while I'm tweaking. Please hit that like button on the podcast. Just hit that button. Bam, bam, bam. It makes it look good for everybody, man. I'm trying to get my likes up. And by all means, if you want to, please feel free to share the content. Let's get it out there. This is Pico the City Brown signing off, saying take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Always keep God first. And like I always say, pray more. Pray every day, because we need him yesterday. Then we needed him before I just finished saying then we need him, because just that fast, anything can pop off. And there you have it. So I'm out of here. What you say, Marcus? People today are not having ears for sound doctrine. So we are getting info from the raw in this world today. There you go. There you go, man. You know what? I'm supposed to been closed the show out, but hey, you know what? Screw it. Let's just keep going, because these comments are coming in. This stuff is getting good, man. Yes. Don't ever listen to what the world say. Because 9 times out of 10, there's a 99.9 chance everything the world say, it's not going to have a positive message in it. Yeah, we know go to school, get an education. We know all this stuff. But have anybody ever stopped to say, you know what, the reason why the world is messed up because they forgot about God? Nobody says that. No, because if you say it, they say, well, you can't say that. Well, I serve this God. There's only one God you can serve, the true time taker people. I'm just going to be honest about it. Y'all can have a billion gods, but there's one over all of them. He's the one that you need to be worried about, not nobody else, especially if you're black. You shouldn't be in no area serving other false gods, because that's not your God. But the funny thing about it, everybody else serve their gods, but we serve everybody else's gods except our God. How crazy is that? And we wonder why things don't happen for us and things don't work. You're praying to the wrong God, people. That's like me getting down and praying to Buddha. I ain't got no beef with Buddha, but guess what? I'm not Asian, so why would I pray to Buddha? If I'm Asian and I grew up and I believed in that, hey, then guess what? By all means, I should praise Buddha. I'm not Asian. There you go. I'm not, this is no stab at them. If anybody know Pico, they know who Pico is. That's what I am. I am what my ancestors were, just like you are what your ancestors are. No matter how much you try to fight it, you just got to deal with it. No, Pico is not African. Pico is not Pan-African. I have no beef with African people. I treat everybody with respect. Everybody. Pico is a Hebrew. I was born a Hebrew. I'm going to leave this boy one. So that's the God I serve, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The big one y'all hear about all the time, that's who that is. So it is what it is. I love everybody. I treat everybody with respect. But it's time for us as a black people, as a black race, to get it together, man. And to these sisters, to the sisters out here that's listening to my show, and if anybody in the future to listen to my show, sisters, y'all older, the older sisters, talk some sense into these young sisters, because they going their life too wrong. They listening to their friends and they crazy mama saying, get a man that can, don't know. Get a man that's going to take care of you, treat you right. Get a man that you want to marry, and he's going to be there for you. Money, because guess what? He can be a billionaire. Something can happen in the world where all currency is gone. Guess what? He's poor just like anybody else now, because that stuff is useless. Imagine going to a store and you whip out your card and they like, hey, the economy don't take money anymore. The economy can crash. We don't know how long it's going to be. Guess what? Now you're down to my level. But who stays and stuff like that? Who stays? But I'm out of here, man. This time for real, I got to go. It's been fun. It's been nice. I love you guys. Don't forget, hit that like button and share the content. It makes all of us look good. But I'm out of here. This is your boy, Pico the City Brown, signing off, saying take care of yourself again and each other. Keep God first and pray every day, because we need him today more than we need him yesterday. This is me signing off from One-on-One Talk, saying thank you guys for watching. Everybody, Angelica, I just saw you come in. I want to thank everybody for watching today. And like I said, hit that like button and hit the share button. Yeah, and share. There's the share button, and share the content. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I'm out of here. Oh, my back.